Hello. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this live video. Yeah, my people, I want to do this video in this format for the reason that I don't want to take too much time. Tomorrow is Monday and stuff like that. So, yeah, I want it to be a very quick one. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. Happy Sunday.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Yes. I forgot. I needed something. You just put something out. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, you can do it. I'll pick it up.
Day and stuff like that. So, good evening, everybody. Welcome. I greet each and every one of you. Good evening, my people. Welcome. I want to appreciate every one of you that is joining me this evening. I want to do this video in this format so that it will be quick. I just want us to quickly reflect on this trending story about what is going on. Yeah, let me share to the chat so that others can join us. Yeah. Good evening, my people. Welcome. Have you heard the latest news that is going on today? Hey, whoa. Hey, Clark, I greet you. Good evening. Good evening, my people. You're welcome. Don't forget to click on the like button. Don't forget to click on the follow button. Don't forget to react to this video as you deem fit. And please, we are not disparaging the faith, the Christian faith, and I'm not mocking the Christian faith. I am myself a Christian, so it's not about doubting the power of God or what God can do. It's not about that at all. It's about factual things, factual things that are ongoing in the society of Nigeria. And I feel like the population is in a state of paralysis of analysis, like their ability to analyze situations is paralyzed because they have not been put to use their their mind, like they are failed to use their mind, their logic to think, to reason. So it has been numbed, and when something is numbed for generations, for a long time, you see that people lose the ability to think or ask even valid questions. And for example, when this man is selling this product and he said he's doing miracles and all those kind of a thing, if he was saying, okay, like it's a kind of a placebo effect, like if you believe in it, it may work for you, something like that. But plain point blank selling products, like is merchandise right now, and he's selling them, and nobody was able to ask any question. Why? Because the population has been numbed. The population has been numbed. So the news have it this evening that NAFDAC has gone and sealed the shop. So I want to show you the news. Already I posted it on my page, so you can also check it out. I posted some of the main information. So here you can see NAFDAC closing the shop, and I also post, this is the NAFDAC woman, and this is the press release from NAFDAC. So I want us to read it together. I hope, let me zoom it a little bit so that you can read it. So the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, informs the public about the illegal production and sale of unregistered miracle water and soap by Christ Mercy Land Deliveries Ministries, Delta State. These products falsely claimed to be NAFDAC approved are being advertised with unverifiable healing properties, including promises to cure barrenness. NAFDAC have received numerous petitions and launched an investigation into these deceptive activities. Despite attempts to engage with the ministry, the organization have refused to cooperate with NAFDAC's investigation. The products, including Miracle Water and River Jordan Water, are not registered with NAFDAC, and their production violates regulatory guidelines. NAFDAC has sealed the factory linked to the production and continues its investigation. NAFDAC advises the public to stop purchasing these unregistered products and warns faith organizations against illegal production and sale of unregistered items. The agency remains committed to ensuring public health safety and will continue to take action against non-compliant entities. Professor Mojisola Christiana Adeyeye, Director General, CEO, NAFDAC. Man, guys, you have to give it to VDM. He's the man of the moment. I swear to God. This guy, they brought this case against him. He could have played into their hands, the way our Ijele played into the hands of Ebuka Obi. But he didn't. He played it wisely. He didn't allow emotion to rule over it. When they say we Igbos, we allow emotion to becloud our judgment. This is it. This is it because if somebody is making claims, claims that that they are unverifiable, and you want to take it up on him, you don't allow your emotions to wear over you, and you make utterances that you are not supposed to make. You go on the facts. It's not a personal thing, right? It's not a personal thing because you're not directly affected, but for the interest of the public, you are kind of acting on behalf of the people, the population. So you don't make it a personal thing between you and him, and you don't take it personal. You don't allow your emotion to rule over you. You go tactical. You follow the kind of facts that is on ground, that can be proved. You understand? And you stay there. And once you stay on the facts, you're not going to be able to be manipulated. Are you seeing? So this guy, he was picked up by police, and all those kind of things. But you can see he did not allow his emotion to play over it, and he was able to follow the tactical route. And obviously, he would listen to people who would talk to him and gave him the suggestions or the pathway to follow. So it's unfortunate that Ijele played into the hands and the schemes of Ebuka Obi, and he's going through that whole process right now, right? So this is also something that everybody has to learn from. Please, if you're a Christian, it's not about your Christian faith. It is about facts, scientific facts, provable facts. I want to tell you people, the Catholic Church that started Christianity, they had a protocol for miracles. Miracles in the Catholic Church. Remember, some people forget that Christianity started with the Roman Catholic Church. Yes, the foundation of Christianity is in the Roman Catholic Church. The Bible that most of us have today is from the Roman Catholic Church. The ordinances, the dogma, most of the things is from the Roman Catholic Church. I mean, even though the evangelism, what they call them now, There's a word for it, no? That the people that fought against the Roman Catholicism, because at that time, the Catholicism was also like this. The Pope was infallible. You dare not question the Pope or ask any question or have any kind of contrary opinion. You just have to be like the sheep. And then there were people who rose up like Martin Luther, and they tried to fight and they tried to question things. They dared, and many of them paid with their life. And at the time, the Bible was not even written in English. The Bible was in Latin, and only the priests could learn Latin and read the Bible and interpret for the people. And the first person that dared and tried to translate the Bible from Latin into English, he was spied. They burned him like on the cross, like they hang him and they burn him. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell you that when something is happening, wake up your mind. I'm encouraging you to have a mind that asks questions. Don't be thrown off by asking questions or maybe someone trying to understand. Don't be thrown off and don't start to insult and say, oh, you are not believing, you are not doing, it's not about that. It's about you being able to employ your critical thinking skills. Like not even so critical, just be able to engage your thinking ability a little bit. For example, somebody come and carry water and say to you and say it is River Jordan, like at least you can be able to ask, like, is it like the River Jordan, like from the River Jordan, like you went there to bring it, and what are the characteristics, what is the fact, what is the for example, if you have a medication that's an active ingredient in that medicine, you can ask what is the active ingredient in this medicine, right? And so, unfortunately, African people, especially people in Nigeria, I realize that their ability to reason has been tampered with. The population are no longer able to think. And anybody that wants to stimulate any faculty of their thinking, they get very angry. They go on attack. Are you getting me? So I personally am a Christian. I continue to say it. And God himself wants us to be wise, So God encourages us, like the creator. If you see a child, like even Jesus said, let the children come unto me. Why? The child, because he's innocent, he is like the embodiment of godliness. And what is one thing that children do? They ask questions. If you tell a child something, you say why, how, they want to know. They ask questions. So when your ability to even to ask ordinary question has been numbed down, you are not even able to ask questions. And once you ask a question, you are attacked. Then you have a problem. You should have an open mind to listen, to listen and and understand, and then ask question. And that question you are asking is not because you don't believe or you don't accept. You want to understand. Like the question is opening door for you to kind of say, okay, I don't doubt you, but I want to understand what is the process, what exactly, how. So you don't cover it up and say what you don't know is bigger than you. Yes, what you don't know definitely is bigger than you. Why? That's why you should seek to know, so that thing you don't know will no longer be bigger than you. But African people have been conditioned never to ask questions. Even as a child, if African children are asking questions, they will just shut them down and say, shut up, they'll beat them. But most of us that live abroad, that children can ask questions, you try to answer them, you awaken their curiosity, and they try to understand situation, processes, things that are going on around them. So now VDM was able to table this case before NAFDAC. Meanwhile, you want to ask, but NAFDAC was there all along. So Nigeria is not working because nobody wanted to work. Everybody is profiting from the corruption, from the jaga that is going on. From the leadership to the everybody that is perpetrating all this corruption in one way or the other, they are profiting because you, as a NAFDAC official, you were there. NAFDAC was there all along. And people were selling merchandise that you are not approved. It's not as if they are not selling it in the open. the other video I shared with you, he's selling fish, fish of the water also, right? So he's selling different merchandise, and he's selling key also. More, but those things, like for example, key, those things that don't go into the human body is something that one is for the Standard Organization of Nigeria. So they have somebody there as their head to look into it. So any produce that is being produced in Nigeria, the Standard Organization is supposed to check the standardization of that product. Is it of standard? Is it going to be of injury to anybody? So Nigeria is not working because it's favoring everybody. You understand? It's favoring them. The corruption, the illegalities is favoring everybody. So everybody wants to critical thinking should be encouraged. Critical thinking should be encouraged. I remember the video I shared with you guys yesterday about the 71 years old woman that gave that narration. So here is the NAFDAC woman. She was there all along, and they were selling all this merchandise. And she's not that's not the only place they are selling merchandise. Go to different places, they are selling oil. You don't even know what kind of oil it is. You don't even know that they are edible oil. People are putting it in their body, and maybe this thing will be creating problems in their body. They don't know the source of their problem. When you are putting non-edible things into your body, right? So NAFDAC, they failed. The Nigeria Standard Organization, they failed, right? So it will take VDM to wake them up. Like, come on now, huh? And all of a sudden, you are now warning. But that product was there since. You didn't know that it's not supposed to be there. Yeah. So Nigerians, we give it to VDM at this point. I personally, I really love the way he went about this thing. He stayed on the fact. He didn't allow his emotion to override him, because once you go on that emotional hula coaster, they will use it to rope you in. So it's good he remains on the fact like this when he's dealing with this kind of thing. And let me tell you, people like VDM, people like Igele, they don't last, because even though what they are doing is good, it's not the wish of the majority that they want something like that. So Omoto is cashing out because the Nigerian population has paralyzed cognitive ability. They are not able to even ask questions. Like, for example, when what is his name now, Suleiman, he said that one of his sons went to Germany and wanted to go to France, and he didn't have a visa, and he was in German airport, and then the spirit told him to go to the toilet, and then he went to the toilet in Germany, and when he came out of that toilet, he was in France, and everybody was very happy. Hey, the crowd was jubilating. And then he went into France, and when it was time to go, he came out, and then he went into the same toilet, and then he saw himself back in Germany. A society or a people that have been taught how to think, they will ask, okay, where in Germany? Because Germany is big. It has different states, up to 16, different locations where you can board an airplane. So where in Germany? Germany is not one bedroom. The same applies to France. If you are talking about France, say, nobody can ask, okay, where in France? Is it Paris? Is it any other place? Which airport did this happen? So because they know they are talking to a population that their mind is already paralyzed, that they cannot analyze any information that is being dished out to them. So they thrive in that blatant lie. And they tell stories that are obviously very lie. And people are not able to even fathom what to ask as question, because it starts with a question because you want to understand more, right? Not because you don't believe, but you just want to understand. Let's even go from there. For example, Suleiman also said people were getting alert, and some people started jumping up in the congregation and say, "Oh, my alert has come." A cognitively capable somebody supposed to ask, okay, can I see that alert? Can we see a screenshot? Paste it. You have a screen there. Let's see the source of that money, because every money has source. Money is a physical thing. It's an invention for the physical transaction of goods and services. So if it is going in through your account, which is a physical thing, it has a source. Where is it coming from? Money doesn't just appear in your account. And you know that, I know that. Anybody that have a reasoning faculty know that money does not appear from thin air into your account. You right? You can say, okay, you went to an empty table and then you came back and there was money. All those ones is factual. But I mean, all those ones, even though it's not factual, nobody can prove it. It's unprovable. But if someone is telling you that money enter his account, have angelic alert, and you are not even in a mental state to ask simple question like, well, what is the name of the person that made the transfer? Like, what is the source of that money? Because it's a physical thing you are supposed to see. Then you know you have a problem. So the society has been numbed down, and that's why everything that is going on in Nigeria is going, because people are not able to analyze and think critical, not even really going critical, like baseline thinking has evaded Nigerians. And I'm sorry, like when I see people and the way, even reading comments alone, I believe if people are coming from Nigeria with degrees, it doesn't even matter how many degrees. That's why nobody accepts it. Because merely looking at the comment that Nigeria people are making on social media, it tells you the state of mind that they have. Very, very, like, I don't know, I cannot even categorize it. So people take advantage of all these things and lie, because they know you don't have ability to even rationalize what they are saying. So they just kind of tell a story and you are carried away in the moment. And so you believe that money can just go into somebody's account without any source of that money coming into that account, right? So like all those kind of stories, like Adeboye told the story how he ran his car without fuel, right? And there are majority of Nigerian people who are crying about fuel scarcity today, for example. Like, these are things like, it's a mechanical things have been built to in this way. And how can you say you are running on a car and there's no fuel in it? And one of the mechanical properties of that car is that fuel has to be in it to run, right? So, and this numbing of the mind with a belief system is wrong, because the Europeans that brought these belief systems to us, they are using their mind. They are doing research, right? They are improving their daily lives. I don't know why African people like to take advantage of their fellow Africans. It's not white people that is doing this again. No. You are the one doing it to yourself. So, yeah, I just wanted to put it like this. My people, I don't want to take your time. It's late. So I will leave it here. Please let the conversation continue in the comment section. Let's continue to be civil and respectful. And yeah, it's not about not believing in God or about mocking the faith. It's just about trying to be logically thinking. Like, be somebody that thinks logically, and just ask questions. And once you begin to ask questions, you begin to see the explanations alone. We make you to see, okay, this is a lie. It cannot be. And so, life will be saved. A lot of lives will be saved, resources will be saved. You save your money, you save your time. Like, you just make your life easier if you are having a mind that thinks and ask questions. Yeah. So don't be offended when people ask questions. And when people ask questions, it's not because they disrespect the faith, it's because they want to understand, right? And yeah, if you have the proof, prove it. There's a room for that. The Catholic Church, when they do miracle, is documented. I was saying that and I drifted. The Catholic Church, when they do miracle, they are recorded. Yes. So if you say you are having this problem and then it's no longer evident, a medical report has to prove that that problem is there in the first instance, and then at the point you say it's no longer there, it has to be tested, and some months later you have to come back and they will test it. So yeah, proving and proving of miracle is standard as a matter of fact. So if somebody asking question of claims of miracle, it's not about mocking the faith. So if you are a Christian and you are a believer, you have to take note of that. Yeah. So my people, I thank you so much. I hope you have a blessed week ahead. By the grace of God, I hope this week will be good for each and every one of us. And I hope that those of you that have bought the miracle water, that you do not use it too much, and I hope it is not contaminated, that it's not going to cause problems for you. So good night, everyone. I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye for now.